Hello, plenty to tell you about the rental market in September 2021, so I will crack straight on. You know the deal by now about the local rental market. Limitless, it seems, demand from tenants, inadequate supply of properties, driving up rents. That has certainly been the case this month. Very quickly to whiz through our vital statistics from the month of September. It's taken us on average 3.5 days to let every property. We've achieved an average rent of 102% of the asking price. And we have achieved, during the course of September, more lets in a single month than we have ever achieved since the company opened. So there is very much still that demand there from tenants. It's still a great time of year to bring your property to the rental market. We normally express caution at this time of year that if you're a landlord, you don't want to leave it too late until November and December to bring your property to the market, because those traditionally are quiet times of the year. I do still think that's the case. However, there's such a surplus of tenants who have been unable to secure rental properties that I hazard a guess, even if you're bringing your property to the market in December, you'll still receive plenty of interest. So please, if you are a landlord, get in touch with us to discuss your property. In the wider rental and property industry, there's been plenty of news and activity in the month of September. Most importantly, two pieces of information coming out from the government. First, and very significantly, notice periods from landlords. For the first time in a very long time, they have, as of the 1st of October, returned to their pre-pandemic levels. If you're a landlord, you can finally, once again, serve 2 months' notice to bring your tenancy to an end through Section 21 if you wish to do so. The government has warned that that may be reviewed again in the future if the pandemic escalates once more, but for now, it is 2 months' notice if you're a landlord. Disappointingly, it was confirmed by the government that they will not revisit the Tenant Fees Act. This is the act that capped tenancy deposits at 5 weeks' rent. It had recently been hoped that they would revisit the section of that rule which prevented landlords from taking an additional deposit if their tenants had pets. We have seen a knock-on effect that this has caused a lot of landlords to reject tenants with pets. And if you are one of those tenants with pets, you will know perfectly well that it's becoming increasingly difficult to secure a rental property. We had hoped that the government would review this and it would consequently become more straightforward to rent a property with a pet. However, they have confirmed they will not. The cap remains at 5 weeks' rent, even if your tenant has a pet. And we are finding that a lot more landlords are proceeding with caution, concerned as they are with the additional damage and wear and tear that can be caused by pets in a home. So sadly, that is something that is not being reviewed. The Renters Reform Bill is a white paper that has been promised this autumn, which is going to be a major piece of policy for our industry. Those are the words of the Housing Minister, Eddie Hughes. Sorry, he's not a housing minister. He is from the Ministry of Levelling Up Housing and Communities, as it's now called. He has made some speculation as to what we can expect from that major piece of legislation. And we know that there are two things which are definitely on the cards and being scrutinised as we speak. That is the future of Section 21. We know that that has long since been in the government's crosshairs. We don't know yet what will happen, but it is currently being scrutinised. And it definitely looks like we're going to see an introduction of some kind of portable tenancy deposit. So that is a deposit that will travel from tenancy to tenancy with a tenant to prevent them from having to shell out on a brand new tenancy when they move home, perhaps before their current tenancy has come to an end and they've received that deposit back. Again, we wait to find out exactly how that will work, but it has been promised that it will not leave landlords exposed in any kind of way. More on that as and when we receive it. I look forward to bringing you more news once we have it. In the meantime, bye-bye.